Everyone has felt sometime or the other, I want to do it, but I somehow don't want to do it. What a paradox. Do you know that there is even a very specific term for this nagging tendency that the majority of people, even the supposedly hugely talented and bright people, are afflicted with? This can be the biggest barrier in anyone's life. And you know what? It is a very common problem that seems to be a part of our human nature. This happens to everyone. No one is spared. How about breaking into a dance or even doing a breakdance literally? Why not? Don't be shy. Try it. Welcome on board. You are at the Life Cues Junction. Congratulations. You are at the right channel on a wonderful journey called life. Are you ready for a new ride today? Remember, the train leaves on time. So please go ahead, subscribe, and press the bell icon to help us be on time. Done that? Thank you. Let's go. Has it ever happened that you want to do something but have a hard time actually doing it? Like you have hit this wall, so to say, that there are too many obstacles to overcome? Have you ever felt like you're not doing enough? I bet you have. Everyone has felt sometime or the other, I want to do it, but I somehow don't want to do it. What a paradox. It might sound like Yoda's way of talking, but it is absolutely true, my friend. Be it the dreaded gym workout or just the daily grind of work, many of us face the struggle to stay on the path to achieving our goals. Sometimes you might even feel like giving up and quitting what you're doing. Do you know that there is even a very specific term for this nagging tendency that the majority of people, even the supposedly hugely talented and bright people, are afflicted with? This can be the biggest barrier in anyone's life, and that term is called Akrasia. The ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle defined Akrasia as the tendency of acting against one's better judgment. The word literally means without courage. In other words, when faced with a temptation to do something you know is wrong, you find yourself unable to stop yourself from doing it. It is also the tendency to give up on what you want to do, even though you know you should do it. This akrasia is the inability to make a decision, and this can cause many problems in many aspects of our lives. It can cause stress and anxiety, feelings of guilt, even feelings of hopelessness. And you know what? It is a very common problem that seems to be a part of our human nature. This happens to everyone. No one is spared. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 tips to overcome this dreaded akrasia, to stay motivated and move forward. If you stay with me till the end of this video, I will give you a bonus tip from my side. Number 1. Dig deeper. The first step to overcoming akrasia is to identify what the problem is. Once you identify the problem, you can find the solution. It is really helpful to look at your situation from the outside so you can identify what is holding you back. To start with, take a step back and try to identify the reason that is causing you to procrastinate. This is easier said than done, but it is important to figure out the root cause of the issue. Once you identify the reason, the emotion, you can use tools like journaling, mindfulness, and meditation to help you with the process. Let me give you some very specific questions that you can ask yourself in a journal to start digging out the root cause to your akrasia regarding your key goals, key projects in life. Why did I start or even want to start this project in the first place? What was my motivation behind this? What 1, 2, or 3 specific things did I want to achieve with this project? What will I miss out on if I do not complete this project and do not achieve my desired goal? How can I make it more exciting? I'm sure with this brainstorming, you will find some good answers and reasons to keep you going. Tip number 2, divide and conquer. If you're struggling to stay motivated and working on an important task, another thing that you can do is to break the task into smaller, more manageable chunks. In fact, many people find this easier than working on the task in its entirety. By breaking your task into smaller chunks, you can achieve all the benefits of working on the task without the stress anxiety, and frustration of trying to complete it all at once. Think of a long-term goal that is important to you. For instance, when trying to lose weight, the first step is to commit to a diet. The second step is to commit to an exercise regime like going to a gym. The third step could be to commit to a goal of going to the gym, let's say, a couple of days a week, and so on. Breaking the task into smaller chunks will help you to complete it in the end. Another example, if you're trying to study for an exam, you can break the task down into smaller pieces like reading the chapters or answering the flashcards. The smaller pieces will give you more motivation, and when you have completed those smaller tasks, it will also give you a sense of accomplishment. Number 3. Identify the speed breakers. The third step on overcoming akrasia is to identify the speed breakers, those humps in the road to your success. What is it that makes you want to procrastinate? Is it boredom? Is it feeling overwhelmed? Is it a lack of time? Is it a lack of willpower? Is it a lack of support? Once you identify these speed breakers, you can find ways to prevent them. Some of the most common triggers that cause akrasia are lack of self-control, lack of motivation, too much temptation, way too many distractions, and a lack of time. People who are not intrinsically motivated will have a difficult time resisting these triggers. So if you recognize your triggers, you can come up with a plan to avoid them. If your triggers are always the same, you can very easily devise a good strategy to take care of these triggers. Tip number 4. Planning equals winning. Whether it is a personal day or a business day, you need to know what is going on. A great way to overcome akrasia is to plan your day. You should do this well in advance so that you can stay focused. This will also help you to avoid distractions and ensure that you are able to complete all the tasks on your list. If you're looking for a way to plan your day, there are many different ways that you can do this. One way is to create a to-do list. You can create a schedule by marking down what you need to do throughout the day and then assigning a time to each task. You can also create a calendar which allows you to see what you have up for the day. Do not get hung up on which way to plan. Just take a shot at whatever resonates with you and it'll work for you for sure. Remember, randomness is the biggest enemy of productivity. Planning makes you a winner. Tip number 5. Do a breakdance. Sounds exciting or weird, right? Hang on, let me explain. One of the best ways to overcome akrasia is to give yourself a real break and focus on the present. You can do this by taking a break from social media, television, and other things that are distracting you from what you should be doing. This will help you get your focus back on doing the real work. When you feel overwhelmed by a task, we often stop trying. So for example, if you are writing a paper for school, you might stop writing because you feel too overwhelmed. This could lead to you never finishing the paper. Instead of doing this, when you are in an akrasia-inducing situation, if you are feeling stressed, step away and do something very simple, easy, and something completely unrelated to your goal. Go on a run, take a long walk. How about breaking into a dance or even doing a breakdance literally? Why not? Don't be shy, try it. I promise this will help you get back to doing the work with renewed passion, excitement, and energy. Thank you for staying with me till now. Here is your bonus tip. Bring out your own accelerator. In your journey to complete your big or small tasks, to achieve your big or small goals, and to live a life of happiness and satisfaction, you need to bring out your own accelerators, like all good vehicles need it. After you have identified what you want to do and why, you need to have some personal accelerators to get you going. This could be anything that inspires you to motivate yourself to go out there and get the work done. This is when the rubber hits the road, when the decision is made to continue or to give up. This is different for everyone. Might be a personal value or a desire, a deadline or a reward, anything. When you do find a personal accelerator, it'll be a lot easier to motivate yourself. This is bound to hasten your progress and your success. Talk to yourself and you will find one for yourself. Also remember, this accelerator may keep changing from time to time. So my friend, all I would say is never ever give up on what you want to do, because you will never know what you could achieve if you keep going. Use some of the tips I shared with you, and I'm sure you'll see a different you living a different life, a life of your dreams in a very short time. Let us know in your comments at least one tip from this video which you are going to implement right away. I wish you all the very best. Well, that's all for our ride today. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave us a like and subscribe if not already done so. Thank you for being such a wonderful guest. Take a ride with our next video or see you on our next trip. Till then, take good care of yourself and stay special. Bye-bye.